forget to subscribe. I'm on my way to lunch. I left some chicken ready in the refrigerator before I left this morning. I was gonna go to like Taco Bell or something. I don't get paid enough to be spending all that money on fast food. $9 at Taco Bell is like a whole lot of chicken at the store. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, definitely gotta lower prices by 2030. Indonesia. Appreciate that. We're going worldwide anyway. When after we get some kind of funding here, like if we get monetized here in the US, if we get monetized, we'll use that money to start like businesses in the US and lower prices. But right away, we'll be looking all over the world for like TikTokers and YouTubers, and we'll do our best to contact them. So to see what they can do in their countries with the money that we may be able to like donate to them, if they were to like agree to like lower prices. All they have to do is start a business and lower the prices, even if it's like 20% of lower prices. As long as they have a profit, hopefully they might be able to do that. So it really doesn't matter what country you're in or where you're from, as long as we can find some people that might want to join us in the same journey of just making things more affordable, then we'll be able to reach the whole world. But because I wanted to do like business and I wanted to make a profit myself, I wasn't sure how the business is going to work out, because like since I'm into business, I want my share of the profits, even though it's a little bit of profit. But because of legality in other countries, like I was looking to like owning property in Thailand, and to own property in Thailand, I have to be a resident in Thailand and pay taxes for like 10 years or something. So what if a lot of the countries have those same rules? So my only option is to get somebody on board that's from that area that will be willing to maybe not go into business. I love this shirt, thank you. They will be willing to maybe not go into business for themselves as far as their own money is concerned, but at the very least, they'll be going into business for themselves if we were to fund the business. So stores, farms, housing, some people do like mud houses in like Africa and things like that. So it gets easier in a lot of ways. It gets easier, but at the same time, the labor is so expensive the labor, obviously the labor is expensive, but it's not the major cost of things. There we go. Oh yeah, amen. The labor is not the major cost of anything. The major cost of anything, the major expense will be rent, electricity, water, and then comes the labor. Because I think like people can cover labor, but then they have to raise the prices a little bit higher so that they can cover the bills, the electricity, the gas, whatever it takes on the bills. And a lot of businesses, they don't own the commercial property. Businesses, a lot of businesses, they rent, so they have to pay rent on their whatever business they have. And I'm trying to, what I want to do is I want to buy property outside of town where it's cheaper and make some of those properties commercial and take away the rent from the business ideas, like from whatever businesses that we get, take away the rent because it will be my property, and take away the electricity because we'll be off grid, and take away the gas because we'll go fully electric, and take away the water bills because we'll have our own water well connected to the plumbing. So literally I'm taking away all the first of all, the interest. I'm taking away all the interest because I don't like interest. I think interest makes things so much more expensive for people, and nobody can ever do anything because the mortgage is so high. So we're taking away the interest in that area. And the mortgage will still be 30 years, but the interest will be gone. It'll be like a layaway on the house, and eventually cars. Like hopefully, like we can take over the world with this idea. But we'll own the commercial property, whatever business we choose to open or have. We'll own the commercial property, so we won't pay any rent, and then we won't pay any bills because we'll go fully off grid. And once we're off grid, not only do we not pay rent, but we don't pay bills, and so we have enough money to pay, to lower prices and pay the employees. And so our only expense will be to pay the employees, and we can lower the prices as much as possible, so long as we still have profit, because we want to be a profitable business. We want to be like business people, and so we just don't want to have to charge so much to where we have to make ends meet, like pay rent and things like that. So I think it's possible, and I just kind of wish we can move this like further along with like monetizing channel and making it easier, and like advancing like even faster than I could ever possibly even go on my own, because I'm not in business right now, and I just have a job, and it's going to take me like 5 years to do anything. And in those 5 years, I'm only going to be able to do, at the very least, if I ever do anything at all, there's going to be farmers market, and that's about it. Just farmers market. Because I'm going to have to save all the money myself with just like a normal 9 to 5, whatever kind of job. So I'm not in profits until I start the farmers market sales, the business. So I'll just take the produce to the farmers market and like, rent a spot there. And I'm just lowering the prices there. But it won't be anything major. Like it could be if we were monetized and if we had like millions of people watching and millions of people like subscribing and supporting the idea. So hopefully these videos do gain some kind of popularity in a way, maybe. And I don't want to like be popular, and I don't really want people to like recognize me from television, but it's too late for that because I don't have any other like for me to do anything that it's just late. It's just late for that because like I'm already on video and I don't have anything except a job. Like I'm not in business anywhere. The job is only like minimum wage and long hours, and I'm just saving a little bit of money. So it's gonna take 5 years at least for me to even like get into the farmers market thing. So hopefully by that time you guys are like, the numbers are like going way up, and maybe we can do something. I don't really want to work the job that I'm working right now any longer than a couple of years max. So I'm doing these videos hopefully to get monetized as well. But that just seems like such a long distance because some of the videos I post, they don't even have views. I got some TikTok. I got like 2 TikTok videos. Altogether, I got like 5 or 6. And I just started too posting, so I haven't been posting too often. And I got like 6 videos on TikTok, and like one of them, like two or three of them are like 0 views, and it doesn't make any sense. And on YouTube, I got a few short videos also. They got like 0 views, and I posted them like 3 months ago, and they got absolutely 0 views. And I got more subscribers. I got like 30 subscribers in 2 days when I was like recycling the cans, just throwing cans in the recycling. And like people subscribe to that more than when I was like talking about help us lower the prices to basic living by subscribing to this channel. And like whatever I do is just like random nothingness because I don't have like any ideas for like content or any like a channel that makes any sense. And I don't want to learn like all this editing and all these things. I don't want to learn anything about anything. I just want to like do business, like lower prices and do business, buy businesses, start businesses, sell houses, take away the interest, just lower prices and like take over the world through lower prices. I feel like that's like the only thing that will make any sense in life right now, because people will do like philanthropy and they'll do charities, but I don't see anybody like making it better for everybody else. Like they'll do like giveaways, and they'll do like, but nobody wants to take over the world by lowering prices. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe the economy would like be derailed because all the prices are going down and nobody's gonna like it. But by that time, we're still gonna make profit. We're still gonna have profit. We're still gonna be going somewhere. We're still gonna be in business, and by that time, it won't matter. Like, if we're gonna lower prices worldwide and we make it so big that the economy gets derailed, it won't matter where the economy goes because we're gonna own the economy. Like, we'll be so big, we'll be making millions and millions of dollars in low profits, and we'll be like, we have millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in businesses, and the whole world will basically belong to us through lower prices. Like, everything we will do, we'll lower the prices, and alongside with us will be Tesla, because they're lowering prices. Apparently, they'll be lowering prices. The more they sell, the less and less the prices, the less expensive the prices are. And so, if major companies don't lower prices, then they get stuck with a derailed economy, and we're just going to have to partner with people like Tesla and build phones, and we may not even have to partner with them unless, like, we'll do franchises with them, and we'll keep moving forward that way. And we'll take over the property taxes, so people won't have to pay property taxes. We can start like communities where people can own the houses, but it won't be anything like, on paper we'll be the owners, but outside of the paper they'll be the owners. So that way, so they won't have to. So when the time comes to pay property taxes, they won't be charged, but we'll be paying the property taxes on the community. So I don't know how that works. Maybe the contract says that we own it on one side and they own it on the other side, so they won't have to pay taxes. But yet the contract, so yeah, it's theirs. They can buy or they can sell it, they can rent, they can do whatever they want with their houses and their property, and they will never pay property taxes. And we'll just like get the money for that by savings and like interest money and all the other businesses that we have. And we'll be making so much money on such low profits that it won't matter how many property taxes we have to pay. Like, a lot of things won't matter whatsoever in any way. We won't be paying any rent for anything. So I don't know. Like, I think of burgers and fries, and I think, what are 75 cents, the fries are 75 cents, the drink is 75 cents, and the whole combo is like under $5. And they're large fries, large drink, good sized burger. What if everything's like 75 cents for fries and drink, and then 75 cents for like the burger or something? That's like that's like under $3. And the water bottles, like purified water, like these, I just buy I don't buy any particular brands. I buy anything that says purified. As long as it says purify, I'll buy it. And I'll think of those, and I'm thinking 25 cents is a good price, but I won't make any profit if I buy it from like the grocery store. But if I sell it for 35 cents, then I'm making profit. If I don't have anybody like for labor, then I'll be making profit. But that's the only problem. We have to like be concerned about labor, because I want to have also the machines with their own battery packs and everything. So I won't have to pay any electricity anywhere. Everything we're doing, we want to do it off grid. And like 35-cent water bottle is like really good. I really like that price. 35-cent bottle of water. Normal bottle of water is decent size. It's cool. I'm trying to go off grid on everything, from vending machines to clothing stores, shoe stores, like just like everything we can think of, even like McDonald's and everything. Like I'm trying to like get so far into business that we can like even like do like off-grid McDonald's, off-grid Starbucks, like off-grid Burger King, and just do like off-grid everything. And we'll never like, you got to think about it. We had solar energy from a long time ago. You guys remember we had the calculators with solar calculators, and you got your numbers. So we have solar energy from the longest time. And just looking around and to see how little progress we have made in anything. Like us, people have to pay like all these big bills, energy bills. They have to pay the banks, because everybody is on the loan for a business. No matter what they're trying to do, everybody is always like getting a loan. They always buy it on they're always like financing things, like doing things, like they're always getting loans for everything. All the businesses will crash if the banks go down. The only way we can print more money is if people buy. So in that sense, I understand, and I guess I probably don't know what I'm talking about. Off grid, out of debt, like no interest, and I'm gonna go off grid, You know, maybe all these things are necessary. I don't like borrowing money, and I don't like charging people interest. And I don't like being on the grid, because we have solar panels. Why do we need the? And then we have water wells. So why do we? Well, the water. You know, the water. There's something interesting about the water, because the water we might have to. We might need the water company more than I can even think of when I speak about going off grid and getting your own water well. So just because they're coming in from like the rivers, and they're bringing in the water from like bigger reserves than we can possibly ever get from water wells. And maybe a water well might cause some problems to the land. I don't know, but so maybe I'm wrong in that aspect. But at the same time, at least I want to have free electricity, and I don't want to have to buy gas. Although we might need the gas, because we have to burn the gas. Otherwise, think about the gas. Gas is natural. It's natural gas, and it's flammable, and it's harmful and it's not good to breathe and for the atmosphere. And those are reserves that are on the ground, that are inside the earth. They're reserves, and if we don't burn all the gas on the earth, we might find ourselves in some trouble with the atmosphere. The atmosphere, something may not, not everything might be fine with the atmosphere if we don't burn all the gas. So as far as off-grid is concerned, I might be wrong and it might not be the best thing, but hopefully by that time we have enough money to, if we haven't derailed the economy, we might have enough money to buy these companies ourselves, lower the prices ourselves. Hopefully, if we ever do need to burn all the gas, we might be able to buy the companies if they're interested, or buy the companies in certain areas just because we want to lower the prices, or convince them that we want to maybe want to lower, but yet we might feel that we have to burn stuff for the people and just make those payments ourselves. But if we don't buy the company, we're not going to make any profit, and then we'll go out of business by paying all the extra money. And we could do what this one girl did in Africa. Is she used TikTok for monetization, and she's only using it for taking care of the village. And we could do that. We could use the monetization money just to take care of people and pay for everything for free. But it makes me wonder, how long would YouTube pay? How long would TikTok pay? If we ever get to the point where we're taking care of the whole world just through monetizing a channel, makes you wonder how long would that money last. Will YouTube ever stop paying us? Will TikTok ever say no to the commercials or the monetization? Because if we rely only on that, because I feel like, what if, I'm not saying that they would, but what if they did? What if they did say no more monetization money? And even though the world depends on it, if they said that, if they decided to say that one day, and we ended up without any money to pay for the bills after we had already taken over the world, then what are we going to do then? Nobody has jobs. Nobody knows anything about jobs. Robots do everything. The good thing, well, in terms of bills, if we only pay bills and keep the companies. But if we did off-grid things, or if we did the creation of things and the manufacturing of things, and we own the companies, and we did solar energy for our robots, and the robots created everything, then we would, that might be one of the ways that we could possibly go. It could be maybe the only option right now. The best direction we can take right now will probably be the creation of, or the creating of the products, the creation of the manufacturing of things. If we can get 100% free manufacturing of basic necessities, like housing and food and packaging and all this, and we can get that from our own properties without without the use of anybody else, and the robots did it, and everything was automated, then we might be able to work around everything else. But by that, okay, so if so that would be like the next step after monetization and paying people stuff. So it'll be like, while we're paying for everything, we're creating this manufacturing um, heaven per se, and heaven on earth, and we'll be creating that. And when it's ready, then we start to put things out, like the houses and everything, and then we won't have any labor costs and any production costs, because we're like manufacturing things from wherever it is that we're there, that we're taking things from. So like with lumber, I want to do houses could be made out of mud, so we probably don't need lumber, and it will be very strong. um, but it won't. I don't know about the flexibility. I don't know how to improve on the flexibility. They could be mixed with some kind of plastic for flexibility, but only thing I know right now is lumber. And to do the production of lumber, we need like massive amounts of property that already have uh, trees growing in there. And as we start cutting them, we start planting, and by the time we come back around, the trees that we planted at the beginning will have already grown to size to where we can harvest them again and again and again, all the way throughout the the, the whole property. It would have to be like massive amounts of land, and of course all those things are possible, and all those things can happen. So you know, these are just like some ideas and some of the things that we're working on, and hopefully we can move this thing forward, this monetizing thing, and maybe I can quit my job or change my job into like speaking about these things, and um, giving you guys tours of towns and places, and like just going places and doing the YouTube thing while we're still looking into, because minimum wage is not too much to replace. Um, but then after that, then we save a little bit of money, and then we go and buy the properties and stuff. If that can happen, that'd be great. But if not, I have like 5 years of saving money before I get my first land and do my off-grid living. But at the same time, I'll have my garden. I have like vegetable garden and stuff that I'm going to go and take and sell the vegetables at the farmers market, and I'll just be doing that at the same time with the job. But everything will be uploaded, so you guys um, can support by subscribing, and maybe we can get monetized someday and move the idea forward. Because if people did believe it, and people um, did want to help, it can move a lot faster. So never give up, really. Yes, I will tell my cousins to subscribe and like to you. Okay, I appreciate that, and I am really big fan. Yeah, no, definitely. We have so much to do, so many things to accomplish, and thank God for social media, because uh, people get monetized here, and so that would be like a big step into the idea. And it's just something that we've been wanting to do ever since we learned about gambling and how fast money can come through gambling sometimes. And then we realized it's too risky. Um, at the same time, it's too risky. So, um, but ever since then, I decided that I wanted to do something. I thought lowering prices, I thought I'd have so much money, I'll build businesses worldwide and lower prices. But the gambling part, I don't think I'll. It's just such a difficult thing. But if I ever did try, it'll be like a one-time thing, maybe, hopefully. And I will have to have like 3 days of no sleep while I'm climbing um, each table at the casino and just moving up and up and up, and hopefully I don't lose. But if I do lose, it'll be over, because what if I lose the second time and the third time and it just doesn't work? But if I did win for, like, say, like 3 days in a row, and I'll keep climbing those tables, and the minimum bets just keep getting higher and higher and higher, and it was to happen, then that would be like the beginning of like buying businesses and things like that. But I really don't want to risk it, and I don't want to do it, and it's going to take forever. 3 days is a long day, a long time. But if it did happen, it'll be like a lucky shot, and I have to like escape right away after I get like a few 100 million and just start right away. But that's just like a miraculous day at the casino, and I don't know if I ever even want to try it. But those are the ideas. That's the whole deal. And you guys, thanks for the likes, thanks for the views, thanks for the subscriptions, for the subscribers, those who have subscribed, and the people that are watching that have been subscribed for a while. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And definitely thank you for the support of the idea, because I know you guys subscribe to that idea. And the people that did subscribe to other videos, thank you as well. And I know it was kind of like odd that I was just like throwing cans, but you guys subscribed to that, and I'm very grateful for that. But right now I gotta go make lunch, and I'll see you guys hopefully later during the day on my dash cam. Long live the people.